Okay, let's talk about subscriber meta. So, uh, subscriber meta is just voluntary information that is provided by the subscriber. And so it kind of helps us identify subscribers, kind of like indexing, or it makes subscribers more unique. And it allows for a much better grouping of subscribers as well. So it's very handy, at least we project it will be. However, it's very new, so there's quite a few things that are missing from the meta option. But since it's so new and since it's so easy to entangle our subscribers together with it, it's going to be an IES only option. I highly suggest you watch the video or get some training on how it works, and then figure out what type of meta you want, and then get in contact with the tech here, and then we can input the meta for you. Um, Here's the meta option, and I already have one called Rides Bus. So what this means is that every subscriber's profile is going to have an additional field on top of it called Rides Bus, and by default it's a no. I can check this off and make it a yes, or I can leave it unchecked and keep it as a no. So what this means is that I can upload my subscribers, or I can edit my subscribers, and I can set their rides bus meta value to yes. So that'll signal to me that this subscriber either is a student that rides the bus, or this subscriber is a parent who has a student that rides the bus. And conversely, I could actually create a new one here, and I can call it is student, and I'll make that a capital I. And I can change this to a yes or no, and then I can identify the subscribers who are also students. I could create another one here, and I can call this grade, for example, and this can be a drop down, and this is going to be a selection basically, and I can input the different grades that I have available. Let's do kindergarten, and then first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Oops, fifth. There we go. And by default, it's set to kindergarten. So I can specify that, this a set of subscribers are students, and this is what grade they're in. And then I could just update that every year. I think I want to make grade a text though, so that we can, account for things like, if somebody just wants to put one or two, or even I can even make that a number, and they can say one or two or three or four or five, so on and so forth. Um, but I'm just gonna delete these two, and I'll just keep the rides bus one. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. So yeah, the idea behind the subscriber meta is that every year subscribers will be updated and we'll be able to, keep better track of, you know, who rides the bus or what have you. So if you've watched the previous videos, you might have noticed a couple instances where meta comes into play. One of them, I'm going to go to subscriber all, and I'll click this category tool to edit. And now I have the by meta option. So I can assign everybody who does ride the bus, rides bus is checked to this particular category. And actually, I could, let me go to all subscribers and just a bit of management here. I'll say Marmar, test 1, and test 3. And I'll use the mass edit option. And I'll set the rides bus to checked. So all I'm doing is just defining that these three subscribers have a student or are a student that rides the bus. And I'll hit submit. Okay, added to the subscribers. Perfect. Then I'll create a new category, and I'll just call this one rides bus, or bus riders. Bus riders is better. Then I'll say everyone who has this checked off, subscribe everyone there. Okay, so I create a new category and put all of the subscribers who have bus rides as yes, or who ride bus there. And there we go. So I'm able to manage my subscribers vastly better this way. We even saw some in the assign from, I believe. Yeah, all subscribers with meta key value pair. So this one was a bit trickier. I can specify rides bus is checked. Um, I think for this one, I'll have to actually include the is student one. Or actually grade. Yeah, I think grade would work better. And Let's do kindergarten first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Set, save. Okay. Set some new meta. I'm just gonna refresh to just have a clean slate. And so the assign from, the reason why it's a little tricky is because logic is tricky always. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back into alerts. And unfortunately, we don't have a, create alert and send by meta as of yet. This is something we're really just dabbling with, and it's kind of new, so we're kind of, letting it sink in and let people get accustomed to it and get used to updating meta constantly or as needed. So I'm gonna specify this bus riders. Actually, let me go to all subscribers, Marmar, and actually bus riders. What was I doing? Marmar and test 3, let's edit them. And let's say they have a student in second grade. So Marmar and test 3. Marmar and test 3. Got it. This should close. There we go. So what I can do now is create a new category. And we'll say bus riders dash second grade. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now I can use that assign from, right? Assign from? No. Assign, no, actually, I need to go bus rider second grade. Assign to all subscribers with meta key value pair. Okay, so now I can actually specify that in this particular category, I want every subscriber that, let's see, rides the bus and grade is second. So here's where things get tricky because I can specify that I want all subscribers who meet any of this criteria. So anybody who rides the bus or anybody who has or is in second grade. Or I can specify that I want everyone who meets all of the criteria. So what it comes down to is with any toggled, it's bus riders and second graders. And then with the all criteria, it's bus riders who are in second grade or who are also second graders. And so you might get more results with any, but I think this bus riders dash second grade category works best when it specifies that these are all second graders who ride the bus. So I'll do assign, okay, and it should be Marmar and test 3 in this one. I'm gonna back out of this. Yep, there we go. So Meta allows me to actually more distinctly target my subscribers. There's a lot of different things that you can do with Meta. You saw the categorical the sorry the categorical implications as well as the assignment and edit implications. Um, and there's even more as well. The filter by meta. If I want to view everyone who does ride the bus or everyone in second or third or fourth or fifth grade, I can filter by meta as well. But in the next video, we'll go over this export option and we'll see more stuff about meta, more stuff about filtering. So now we have the option to export our subscribers and make use of that export as well. But that's going to be covered in the next video. See you then.